Hey guys, it's Sean Klinger from Vital MX. We're doing something a little different today, kind of a small bore two-stroke comparison with two different bikes. As you can see, the TM125 and TM144. These are the 2019. There's small minor changes to the bikes, but we thought it would be a little more interesting to bring out both, because if you're in the market for a 125, you might be in the market for a 144. I mean, the small bore two-stroke bikes are similar. They have pros and cons, and we kind of wanted to see how these bikes stack up, riding them back to back, same day, same conditions. So starting with the differences between the bikes, the 144 is not just a bigger cylinder on this bike. It's actually a whole different engine. It has different cases, different transmission, all different internals. The chassis on these bikes are identical. The suspension are the same. So it's really, when we're riding these back to back, we're purely judging the bikes on the power characteristic. I haven't ridden a 125 in a very long time, so it took me a little time to get used to the power delivery. But the 125, it's fast. It's really mellow on bottom and then explosive power right in the middle. So it catches me by surprise, because I expect it there and then it's not. There's a little hesitation because I'm a little too low in the RPM, and then all of a sudden when you hit it, it just goes. Say that it's harder to ride, kind of doing it a disservice, because it just takes more mental capacity and more engagement from the rider, and you just can't be lazy whatsoever. But switching gears, going to the 144, it's not a night and day difference, but you definitely notice more torque. And what this boils down to is that it's more predictable. It didn't surprise me when the power came on. I can find that power easier because it moves the power band a little bit lower. It still has a mellow, bottom end hit, but the strong, meaty part of the power is moved down, and it's easier to get into that power, easier to kind of know when to expect it, and it kind of bumps the fun factor up. I would say it's very fast. I would say it's a little harder to ride than maybe the YZ. Or even the KTM, but it's got a crap load of power. If you're not racing, if you don't need that 125, cc engine size, the 144 is a lot more fun to ride, a lot easier to ride, and but you're not really giving anything up. It still revs to the moon. It still revs really quickly. Chassis feel, suspension feel identical. We know they're more of a boutique brand of motorcycle, but this also kind of translates if you're thinking about a YZ 125, KTM 125 versus a big bore 144 kit or the KTM 150s.
Hi guys, I'm Steve Boniface, and today we are here at Milestone on a windy day riding both the TM 125 and 144. First of all, let me tell you that it's been a while that I haven't rode a two-stroke, nonetheless a 125. It took me like a few laps to get used to the power. It's definitely like something different than what I'm used to. But I'm gonna first start and talk about the chassis on the bike, which I was really happy with, and I felt really confident on the bike. Very nimble, I felt like on top of the bike. Very predictable, and cornering was actually really good. Turning, I thought, was like the strong point on both bikes, no matter if it was like a small, tight, ruddy corner or a more wide open and long, sweep corner. The suspension, I felt like they were like really good for me. I didn't have any issue with the suspension at all. The track wasn't really rough today, but it felt like very nice and plushy, and I didn't have any head check at high speed or anything like that. I felt really in control on the bike. The bike was very predictable. Between those two bikes, I would probably go with the 144 today on the track. The power felt really similar in the aspect of like the power curve. The 144 just felt like little better everywhere. So little better at the bottom, little better mid and top. The top was still like really good. I was able like to pull like really high in the RPM, and the power was still there. It felt a little bit more torquey maybe, but not that much.
All right, so we had a good time riding both these bikes today. Thanks for watching. If you're on their YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you're not, head over there. There's a lot more videos to check out. Thanks for watching.